2, 1, 3, 1. Happy New Year's, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of One Piece Flow.
That's right, baby.
It's been a little bit, but we're back. We're back.
It's 2025 now.
It's been a whole year since we've done this.
No, I mean, yeah, we haven't filmed since 2024.
I hate them fucking jokes, to be honest.
All right, we're not gonna make any of those
Corny,
stupid
corny.
little, corny little jokes. We're not cutting it. I don't give a fuck.
No cutsies this time.
No cutsies. But here's the thing. We missed this. You know, we missed doing this. We've just been busy. You know, it's 2025. Are you excited?
I'm excited, but man, I'm like, what is gonna happen?
Dude,
because shit's crazy already.
We've already seen fucking terrorist attack. It's literally been one day, and we witnessed 2 terrorist attacks. One in New Orleans, a guy ran over a bunch of people. Fuck you. I'm glad he was shot. I ain't holding that back. Fuck you. And then you have a dude, I don't know much information about it, but a dude parked a Cybertruck and blew it up in front of Trump Towers. We're only a day into fucking, it's one day. We're just starting 2025. Fuck, give us a break.
Dude, what if civil war is upon us and we're willy-nilly?
And people, they underestimate, the idea of civil war.
It's real.
It's fucking real.
It's real, especially with how divided this place is.
If you would have told me in middle school that trench warfare will be a thing again, I'd have been like, you're a fucking liar. But here we are. We see that happening in Russia, Ukraine. And instead of just being regular trench warfare, they're being hunted with drones. This is the fucking future. It's shitty war.
Dude, there's no getting away from the drone either.
Dude, it's so scary.
Infrared. That's why what worries me about, like, if shit ever were to go down that's crazy and, like, you have to actually hide and run, dude. They'll see from the skies.
You're fucked,
they got
dude.
Satellites. They got fucking infrared, dude.
So my brother, he had told me about the drones. He's like, there's a gun that fights off drones. And it's literally an EMP gun.
Oh, that's badass.
So, like, you shoot this electric current that disables the gun. Although you can't see it, it's not like a shot of electricity. It's just like a visible ray.
Yeah.
You hold it, and then the drone will just fall. Because it shuts off all electronic powers to it.
That's badass. Just drones specifically, or?
Yeah, I would assume it's just drones because it's a small electronic device. Dude, I fuck with people's devices, drive by their house and just...
Their TVs.
Their TVs crash out. They're like, what the fuck?
It's the Super Bowl. Touchdown! Could you imagine?
During the Super Bowl, just drive by everybody's house. Dude, that pisses off a lot of people. Can that be a crime? Does that count as a drive-by if you're shooting electric currents into people's houses?
I feel like that'd be like a futuristic drive-by.
Let's be the first.
Shit that's never happened.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to hit that hard. A little splashy.
I didn't even notice.
But anyways, New Year's. That always draws people to have New Year's resolutions.
Which are lame, but kind of cool. I'll admit, they're kind of lame, but they are good to have. But I also think you should just have goals throughout the year, regardless.
Dude, cheers to that.
And you shouldn't wait till the New Year's to start them, But you can get a good idea.
I hate people that say, I'm going to wait till January 1st and we'll start working out.
Might as well just go now.
Why are you waiting?
Now. Just go now.
I'm going to eat this week because tomorrow I'm going to change my diet.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm guilty of. I'm fucking so guilty of.
Dude, it's tough. One of mine is to not eat ice cream at all next year. And I stopped.
You mean this year?
Well, yeah, yeah.
I mean, are you waiting till next year then?
No. But dude, and I had to stop about a week ago. I was like, alright, because
you live close to fucking Brahms.
That's the toughest part, dude.
That's an ice cream place.
That shit's so fire. That chocolate toffee. Dude, I'm a slut for chocolate toffee. I'll fucking whore myself out on I don't even give a shit. Like, yeah, man, that stuff's fire. I'll tell you what.
Dude, I'm so white. Vanilla ice cream all the way.
That's wild. It's wild.
Don't get me wrong. I love chocolate women. That's a fact. You know that's a fact. Cheers to chocolate women.
Drink to that.
Yeah. It's like, have you seen the movie The Interview? James Franco and Seth Rogen.
Mm-hmm.
They're like somehow getting this conversation about Nicki Minaj. And he's like, what, you don't like that brown sugar? He's like, of course I like that brown sugar.
yeah.
I mean, who doesn't? Speaking of Nicki Minaj, I had a dream, I think it was my freshman year, that Nicki Minaj was in my kitchen.
Oh, fuck.
This is a very vivid dream. I was excited. Although it was kind of weird because she was like crawling around like my fucking kitchen. And she was like trying to sing. I'm like, what are you fucking singing? And she's like, are you gonna fuck me, Thomas? My girlfriend knows this story. She hates it. So I was like, I fucked Nicki Minaj in my kitchen. Now she's crawling around, and I had to chase her. She's like, what the fuck? And I don't give a fuck. I fucked Nicki Minaj. And then she tried to get me to go outside in this black SUV, and I got scared. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Things are too good right now that I woke up because my heart was racing. Yeah. Cheers to that awesome dream, though. I fucked Nicki Minaj.
That's awesome.
If anyone asked, did Thomas fuck Nicki Minaj? Hell yes, I did.
100%.
I felt real.
Dreams count, okay? Dreams are real. Dreams are like little predictions of the future.
I believe so.
You know?
I mean, other than
just little hints of stuff.
What was your first vivid dream? Do you remember that?
Oh, probably. Dude, one of them I have it's like an amusement park, and it's also like Halloween themed, and it's creepy as shit.
Okay.
I have that, but one of my most vivid dreams, I think I talked about on the podcast before, is where I went outside my fucking neighbor's house when the world opened up into a river of lava. His house just fucking fell into
That's
it.
scary.
I still remember it like so well. Like it was just, and I remember looking down and there's nothing there, just lava.
Just lava?
Fucking First Street, or not First Street, but Kansas, gone. And train tracks, gone.
That's kind of freaky.
Yeah. Dude, shit like that. Or have you ever,
I mean, you can't control lava. They're fucking lava.
no.
I mean, it's under our feet. That's what we believe. The core of the earth, it's like magma. That's what we believe. No one understands gravity, by the way. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to fucking go there. No one understands gravity. We have a theory of gravity. Fuck you. I mean, no one knows.
Gravity.
It's a force that we don't understand. Have you ever heard the theory? If it was 1% more on gravity, the earth would crush on itself?
I think I have heard
Yeah,
that.
and if it was 1% less, it would fucking just dismantle. Everyone would float away.
So finicky.
And so, like, what it is, it's
Touchy bitch.
it's set perfectly, like a temperature gauge.
Yeah.
That's God, in my opinion. I can't say.
Nothing else. Nothing else could make that.
That's insanity. And I get that there's some people say that this is simulation that explains it. And not saying that's far fetched, but at the same time I am.
Sometimes I wonder if we.
But then you run into NPCs and then you're like,
yeah,
this is a fucking simulation.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
They're walking around the stores, they're in the middle of the aisle and they're like
saying good night when it's fucking 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. Have you had that happen?
Sometimes, yeah. Well, honestly, I can't lie. I'm guilty of doing that on purpose.
Okay.
I love.
Are you fucking with people?
Yeah.
These NPCs are like, they agree though. Do they not agree?
Some of them.
You don't even question it.
You can say whatever, and some people will just.
What's the most NPC moment you've ever seen? You ever seen a moment where like this person is not real?
I had one where I was walking out of Dylan's one day, and I don't know if this is like an NPC moment or just what, but it felt like it, 'cause it was like, what is going on? This kid.
Okay.
Of course, I'm like dressed how I usually dress, like in a tank top and shit. I probably just got done working out. And this kid took a fucking couple of bags and he was standing there curling them, and he was like a little chubby kid, and he was like, oh. And he was just curling the fucking bags looking at me, and I was like, what is going on?
He kept eye contact with you?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
He was chubby?
He was just a little chubby guy, like maybe an 8-year-old.
You know he don't lift. That's an NPC fucking with you.
It was weird. He was like a skinwalker.
A skinwalker.
I don't even know if I want to bring that up right now.
Lights better not go out. Speaking of, this is a new studio. A lot to come in here. There's going to be a lot of new shit in here, actually, here soon. And I'm very excited. I'm going to tell you, everybody right now, the best way they can keep everyone poor and keep us working, all digital currency. That's where we're fucked. That's where it draws a line. Every single one of us is fucked. So if we just roll over backwards and accept that one, guess what? That's where they have total fucking control. Oh, you didn't pay your light bill? We'll take it out of your fucking digital currency account.
Nope.
Automatically, everything's automatic. You can't hold off like, fuck, that can wait till this day. No, there's no more doing that. There's no more. They own your ass.
That shit's due. It's due.
I will never accept that. And this is how I think they're going to do it. This is how I believe they're going to implicate this idea. There's going to be a day where they're going to be like, if you bring in your cash, okay, if everyone brings in their cash, we'll give you $2 per dollar that you have.
Oh yeah, incentives.
And those incentives, those they're going to work,
Trade
dude.
over.
Yeah, they're going to be like, every fucking person that has cash stacked in their house, they're gonna be like, oh, dude, I could double my money overnight. Fucking say less. But then you're audited. Boom. You bring that money in, you're audited. Like, how did you get this fucking $1,400? Where did you get every dime? Sorry, this money's now under investigation, which is allowed in most states. If you have too much cash, you go under investigation. They can literally confiscate the money just for you having too much cash, even if it was all legally made.
That's such bullshit.
Dude, there was a dude that was caught with $50,000 in his car. All made legally. He was an ex-soldier. He just didn't trust banks. They confiscated the money and never gave it back.
Oh, dude.
Never gave it back. They just assume that it's drug money.
And that's bullshit because that's literally pennies to him.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't shit, but that's that man's life. Who
That's
knows
life.
what he was getting ready to do with that?
I think he was in the middle of moving. That was it.
And who knows what happened to his plans after that, you know?
I think he's still fighting their court to this day trying to get that cash back.
He needs to because, dude, they're gonna take away rights if they can. That's the scary part. Like, the more we allow that, the more it'll happen.
Everyone should be pissed about that case right there alone.
Yeah.
That case should piss everybody off.
This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, this happened I believe, I'm going to say this, 2 years ago. And I do know that he was an ex-soldier and an ex-cop, one of those two. And it was roughly like $30,000 to $50,000. That's where the story lies, and that's true.
Fuck cops, though. Just, okay. Okay.
I'm border on this one.
Fuck cops.
Yeah, you stick to that. Fuck corrupt cops, I'll stay that. 100% fuck corrupt cops. I do have some cops that I am friends with. Those guys are chill, but every other cop can go suck a dick.
I'm leaving. You said you're friend with the cop.
You know this.
I'm taking my mind.
Well, it's a podcast of one, so I'm friends with 2 cops. Yeah, but you know what? Fuck corrupt cops. I really do mean that. Fuck corrupt cops.
Oh, 100%. Dude, if you use your power to use it in an injustice kind of way and just fucking...
It's scary.
It's not right, dude, to have authority and to abuse it.
They barely get in trouble.
And it's like a high for them. I guarantee it. It's like a little tickle up their asses every time they pull someone over and they know exactly what they're about to do. I guarantee they're like, watch this, Rook.
Yeah, exactly. You could take shit from people. You can change their entire life. You can end someone's life. That's how scary it is. And we witnessed that in a local situation a few years ago. I don't know if you remember that.
And a couple of them.
Yeah, that's not my point. It's scary, dude. But then again, I have met some cops that are so fucking chill. They're very understanding people. That's what you need is an understanding cop that only look for dangers to regular I can't even speak. Civilians.
Mm-hmm.
You look for those kind of dangers that, this might hurt this family over here. I'm gonna go stop that. But everything else is like, you're alright. Go about your way. You're not hurting nobody. Those are the kind of cops that I have met, rarely, but I've met them and they're very fucking chill. Shout out to those cops. You're doing your job right. But even for them, it's scary because they're around all the corrupt cops. They can get fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Even they get fucked up. There's stories about that.
Dude, they get weaned out too. A lot of good cops don't make it in academies because they can't afford to have, free thinking, obedient. Well, not obedient, but disobedient. Because we all know that they're doing shit that's sketchy. They can't have free thinkers that are disobedient in their academy. And
it's a real thing, though.
It is, and you have to be below a certain IQ to be a cop. Can't be too smart. Which I'm not saying I'm the smartest fucking person, not at all. But it's like, that's scary to think that you can't have.
They want them to fall in line. That's what they want.
Yep, take orders.
Fall in fucking line. You know what? With that being said, I'll jump away from cops because I do know a few. You just dealt with a cool cop though recently. I won't speak on that too much, but you dealt with a cool cop, chill cop.
Yeah,
They could have done some shitty shit, but you didn't do shitty shit.
No, it's always nice when you get pulled over. Not when you get pulled over, but when it's just a quick interaction,
They just check what's going on, like, hey, this is what's going on, go about your day.
Yeah.
Instead of, here's a fucking ticket.
Yeah.
And if they can't get that ticket, then they find something to fucking give you a ticket for. And I've dealt with those cops too. I've dealt with them.
Dude, I don't even want to start speaking names of motherfuckers, but yeah, dude, there's.
I'll go down a little quick story. You know, I don't care about this like too much to, you know, not say it. So I get a call from a buddy. They said, we fucked up. We flipped a truck on someone else's property. I said, okay, what do you need? We need you to come get us. I said, okay, I'll be out there shortly. I'm heading out there. I get to them in the nick of time. They're on the road and they're covered in mud. They were just young and they didn't want to get caught wrecking a vehicle. That was it. They were out fucking around. That's it. You know, it's nothing worse than that. They weren't fucked up by any means. But they get in my car. They're muddy and they're covered in water because they kind of landed in a pond/field. The farmer's out there losing his shit. I can hear him yelling from a distance that he already called the cops. I'm like, you guys, we gotta go. We get in the car. I'm heading down the road, and as I'm heading out, I pass a line of fucking cops. I mean a whole line, like, I'm like, just standing still, like, yep, don't got two people in my car that just flipped the vehicle. The last one, I'm watching the last cop pass me. He slams on his brakes. I'm like, oh no. And I keep going straight. He does a U-E and turns on his lights automatically, and I'm like, fuck. I was like, you guys, I did as best I could getting out here, and I did my best getting away, but they're on our ass. He pulls us over. First thing he does, doesn't even talk to me. He looks in the backseat with the flashlight and goes, why are they covered in mud and water? And I go, I don't know, they were out walking, that's all I know. And they're like, yeah, we were walking, we like to walk. Cop immediately goes, everyone step out of the fucking car. Immediately just makes us all step out. He's like, so you're gonna tell me the truth or not? I go, that's the truth. They were walking, I picked them up, and we're going back home. He said, where'd you pick them up at? I was like, I forgot. He puts me in handcuffs automatically, didn't even hesitate.
Intimidation tactic. Fuck your handcuffs.
But this is what I'm getting at. Every single person in this group, no one admitted to anything. No one incriminated themselves. So guess what? Not an ounce of evidence was given at the scene. We all gotta go home.
Words are important, you know.
So that's what I teach people. You want to be your own attorney. Just don't speak on what's going on. Wait till attorney's present. Plead the fifth. Fucking be silent. But the shittiest part, they did find something wrong with my car. The tag was fucked up. Said, hey, your tag's fucked up. They gave me two options. Either you tell us what happened, or we'll tow your car. That's the two options they give me. And I go, I already told you everything I knew. They're like, get a tow truck out of here. So we walked from fucking 3 miles out of town back into town because they towed my fucking car.
Assholes, dude.
I did all that because I'm a good homie.
You are.
Yeah.
Dude, that's badass. That's loyalty, dude.
And I don't care if that story goes around. I'm like, oh, well, he just, you know, I don't give a fuck. Years ago. Years and years ago. Young and stupid. That's what, you know, high school's about. That's all it is. Memories. Yeah, here we are, 2025. What? You know what? I'm going to ask this. If there's an accomplishment you did last year, what was it? If you can look back at something and say, it could be the smallest thing. The smallest or the biggest thing you need to go?
As corny as it is, but probably just staying consistent, working out.
But I can agree.
And eating healthy and finding healthier options and kind of completely changing my diet.
Do I believe you're above 90% of people in this fucking country? You're above 90.
I don't know about 90.
Oh, I believe 90. Have you walked around Walmart? Have you walked around Target? When you look around, do you see everyone there is fitter than you? No, you don't.
I mean, I don't know, but it
go to the state fair and take a look around.
Oh God,
you've been there. Yeah, you've been there. I'm not talking down on people that want to be the way they are and fucking lazy and do what they want.
I'm just doing because, dude, when you're diabetic, that's not the only thing you have to worry about, man. You got to worry about all, like, your organs and shit too. Like it makes you easily acceptable to other diseases and fucking just damaging your organs and shit in general. So it's like it's longevity, you know, as much as it's nice to go and actually build muscle and stuff now and get a better physique. That's all because I don't want to fucking go sooner than later, dude. I know motherfuckers that have had diabetes that fucking just keep partying and drinking and doing whatever. Don't change their lifestyle, don't change their eating habits, and they fucking lose legs and fucking feet and shit. It's like, I couldn't do that. I would do it. Could you imagine just trading your fucking limbs just for food, in my opinion?
Food and partying.
And just, like, I mean, yeah, I do drink every now and then, obviously, but...
Good for cardio right here.
Yeah, man. So, well, what's one thing you took from 2024? What's one thing you're proud of?
Well, I do want to say, from what you just said, I'm proud of you. Because I look at a lot of my homies, okay, and they don't work out as hard as you. I look at a lot of people I know, they don't work out as hard as you. So, cheers to that. Even though you don't got, pour something in your cup. You pour a little bit. I need to chug this real quick.
It did. Show me when.
Right there. We're drinking wine today.
The first day of January.
That's right. Cheers to that. But you did, yeah, you fucking killed it last year, dude. You killed it.
Thank you, man.
But if I had to take something away from this last year, you know what I'm gonna say? I feel like I killed it at being a dad. I feel like a lot of people don't jump up at the opportunity of being a dad and enjoy it, but I fucking killed it.
I think you have.
Yeah, I don't care what anyone else has to say. I know I have my side hobbies other than, you know, just being a dad and playing games. Oh, ooh, that's my free time right there.
Limit that small amount too.
Yeah, if you look at the hours I put on games versus
Yeah.
being a dad, it's not even fucking close. It's not even touchable, the numbers there.
Or even just compared to what you would play even a couple of years ago, you know?
Oh, dude, rewind before I was a dad, fucking 28 hours a day. I was on a game and slept maybe an hour. I know it was 24 hours in a day, but I fucking played 28 hours in a day. That's how much I was playing.
I believe it.
But yeah, being a dad, I know it took away a lot of time from doing this, but in 2025, I've really, I set my mind to only focusing on what I really, really want to do. I raised my kid, he's about to be 1. And so now, I'm still going to be the dad and be there for him. But if I have any side hustles, any side ideas, I got to attack those at any opportunity that I get. I know it's hard for a parent to do that, but for me as a dad, I always tell my girlfriend, hey, you can do whatever you want to do. Just like I know she wants me to do whatever I want to do. So like if she needs to go do a side job, go do the side job. You need to work out, go work out. I'll watch your kids. And you know, I expect the same from her. That's the process of being a parent. You work together. You raise your children. You do it right. But yeah, that's all I can say, dude, is I fucking was a dad. And you know, I'm proud of myself. I started streaming more, and it's not easy. It's not easy streaming when you're fucking dead tired after work, but that's a hobby that I enjoy. So I started streaming, and I kick ass in Call of Duty. If not, I feel like me and my brother, if we had all the time in the world, we'd fucking kick everyone's ass in Call of Duty. That's a given. I promise you that. That goes for PC players and Xbox. I'm a PlayStation player. I might get some hate. Go suck a dick. I don't give a fuck. I know there's a lot of Xbox people out there gonna be like, fuck this dude in this podcast. Especially PC players, those guys are very diehard.
Dude.
I don't think, you know what, you look at all consoles and PC, who's the most diehard? It's PC. They stick to their shit, they talk shit on console players. They're talking shit on 2 groups versus consoles really talking shit on one relatively PC. But I don't have anything wrong with PC, okay? I just never got into it. It has never been my thing.
It's, some people like just got those as children and never got off.
You know what I mean?
That was their thing.
Have you seen setups of like certain gaming PCs?
Somewhat. Some of them are just, dude, super badass.
They like
keyboards all light
Light
up and
up
shit.
yeah, dude.
Fucking just,
the whole panel of hard drives taken out, and they put screens inside the hard drive so that you can see artwork inside the hard drive.
what did I do?
Yeah, PC players are a different fucking level. You talk shit on PlayStation, but I'm not taking apart my PlayStation and putting art inside of it. Although it looks badass on PCs, I'm not taking it away, but I'm saying I don't do it.
That sounds like a psychedelic tweaker.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm gonna show you some fucking videos. It's fucking nuts what they do.
Oh yeah.
It's nuts. But yeah, you know, that's pretty much what I did in 2025. I worked, I was a dad, I streamed on the side, I did some side hustle, I did Uber for the first time. Holy shit, yeah, I did Uber.
Dude, that was, yeah.
You know,
That was a hoot.
I've done, yeah, he's gone on a few trips with me.
We had some good times.
Let me tell you, Uber is the shit. If anyone says Uber's hard, you're fucking lying. It is the easiest job. You've seen it. Other than going through the rules of Uber, I hope I don't get kicked off for saying the rules of Uber, but I had to go through a whole course of don't rape the passenger, obviously. that
That's
was
a given.
Yeah. I went through a course for that. No matter how fucking attractive you are, I'm not allowed to rape the fucking passenger. And what we came up with is something definitely happened within Uber.
Oh, within that week or whatever.
Yeah, because that extensive training, I'm like, this is all very fucking obvious. Don't commit crimes against passengers. But I'm sitting there reading this and I'm watching the videos. It's like, although attractive and sometimes giving wrong hints, you can't act on them. Especially if they don't want it. Obviously, fuck. This is human nature. You should know that. But yeah, other than that, I enjoyed Uber. It was a good time. Should I tell a story about Uber?
Dude, I'm trying to remember all the characters that we came across that one day.
Well, we came across...
Because, I mean, it was some wild shit. It was like a chef, a hooker.
Oh, definitely a hooker.
A chef, a hooker, and a hippie lady named Teresa.
Oh, you remember her name?
Yeah.
Your mom's name.
Yeah, dude,
she was
that.
like, yeah. And she was a badass chick, dude.
She was chill.
She's chill. She needed to ride to the gas station and get some shit. And she's like, I'll walk back. It's nicer than I thought. I'm like, dude, why did I even pick you up? You're fucking just the chillest person. You can walk there. But yeah, I'm glad I met her. I'm glad I met that chef, the hooker. She was funny because she didn't know a lick of English. And she brought her kid.
I
gotta say, she brought her kid.
That kid was just
no fucks given.
No, just moving all over the back seat, walking around.
I told her, put your seatbelt on. She jumps up out of the seat. I'm like, hey, put your seatbelt on. And I'm like, hey, siete. You gotta sit. Because hard for her to understand. I'm like, they're both very nice. The daughter and the mom were very nice. Got them to where they needed to go, but fuck.
Which was no place pretty.
Yeah, it was no place pretty. God, yeah, you remember all this, do you?
Yeah, man.
And then I gotta tell a story. You weren't there on this one. I picked up a lady. Did I tell you about this? The burnt fingers lady? I'm not making fun of her, but first thing she says when she gets in my car, she's like, I can barely dial your number because I had burnt fingers. And show me your fingers, and they're fucking burnt. Nice lady, but she's like, yeah, I was in a house fire. I barely survived. And I was like, okay, well, I'm glad you survived. You know, God bless. We started driving. She's like, yeah, I'm an editor. I edit a lot of people's YouTubes, and I edit a lot of videos. That's what I do. And I go, well, if you don't mind me asking, how do you do that if your fingers are not working so well? She's like, oh, I do talk to text. I'm like, oh, that can't be easy. And she's like, it's not. So we started driving. She starts shaking, trembling.
What the hell?
And I'm like, are you okay, ma'am? We're driving down the road. She's like, I need you to pull over right now, right now. So I pull over, I fly it, pull over to the gas station. She's like, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, understandable. So I put a pit stop on Uber, that's what we're supposed to do. She runs to the bathroom. I can't help but notice there's a bunch of shit in my back seat, so I look back and I'm like, what the fuck she leave back here? She has an open can in the back seat of cream soda, just sitting there balancing. I'm like, fuck, I didn't even see her bring that in. I look further, there's a bottle of whiskey. And I'm like, God damn. The bag, other shit. I'm like, I hope she didn't just bail on me, you know? Leave all the shit here. Finally, she runs back after 25 minutes. I'm sitting there 25 minutes, almost 30 minutes. She gets back and she's like, I'm gonna be honest, I went to the ATM, I owe a guy a lot of money, and I'm nervous about delivering it to him. And I go, okay. I'm like, so.
See ya!
Yeah,
Oh, man.
This now feels like GTA 100% to me. And I accept the mission of whatever the fuck's about to happen.
Oh, man.
So I was like, do you want me to continue your drive or not? I was like, I can cancel right now. If you're nervous about being dropped off anywhere, I can drop you off here. She says, no, I need to do this. If I don't, he'll find me and it'll be much worse.
Oh,
I go,
God.
oh, do you want me to call the cops? She said, no cops. I'm an adult. I can handle this. And she's in the back seat shaking.
Sorry to cut you off, but how old do you think she is?
Oh, easily 55, 60 years old.
Okay.
Yes. So this isn't a young lady. This is an older lady. And I'm driving her there. Okay, let me continue this. I'm driving her there. I said, ma'am, it sounds like you're in danger in this situation. Are you sure you want me to drop you off? She now gets aggravated and says, I am a grown woman. I can do what I want. I said, okay, fair enough. So I drop her off at this location. Not yet. She doesn't get out yet. She's shaking. She's like, I'm $5 short. What will he do? I go, ma'am, I don't feel comfortable dropping you off here. She, again, throws in, I'm an adult. I can handle this. With her burnt fingers in my face, she's telling me she's an adult. I said, okay, you're an adult. Now I'm sitting there wondering, like, am I gonna get in trouble for dropping this lady off? That's what I'm worried about, you know? So at this point, she's told me she's an adult 3 times. She can handle the situation, you know, although she's told me a very fucking troubling situation. She thought, straight, you know, I can do this. She pulls out her bag. I don't know what she's supposed to pull out. She pulls out makeup. She's shakingly putting on makeup. And I'm like, God, what do I do in this situation? Like, she gets out of the car. She's like, thank you for everything. Sure, I'll be fine. Runs. This girl's 55, 60 years old. Runs into a dark alleyway. I'm looking at the alleyway. Do I follow? I thought to myself, she's a grown woman. She told me 3 times, this is not my problem anymore, and I fucking drove off. And she gave me a $2 tip. And I was like, this story, I know, probably drawn out a little bit, but I'm saying, this is the shit that I deal with. These random people, that's what I deal with.
Everyone's got like a different goal or objective, you know? And it's weird to see where people are going throughout their day. And the weird shit that they got.
We witnessed it, you know?
Yeah.
We picked up a dude from the mall. And this dude, you remember this dude?
Barely, yeah. That was our first stop.
He was very dedicated to go home and play this game. Mm-hmm. He had traveled all over the fucking world, which made no sense. No sense considering the situation. I'm like, dude, at this kind of money, like, why aren't you driving around or even being fucking dropped off and picked up by, let alone an Uber, me. But we talked to that dude, he was chill. The chef was chill.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, but anyways, Uber is literally GTA in real life. You will deal with situations you don't expect. You're talking to people you won't expect their daily activities, what they're gonna be. And I've been in more scary situations, but I'm kind of like nervous to talk about that, honest to God, on the podcast. I want to, maybe. Nah, I can't. I almost did it. I cannot. I went there. I even made that last story more PG-13 than it needed to be.
I believe it.
I had to cut so much of that situation. All I know is she got my car safe. I just don't know what happened afterwards. That's beyond me. She gave me a 5-star Uber rating, so that's good. Cheers to that. 5-star? Oh, shit. Hold on, no, I can't get the key. Ugh.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy fucking Hanukkah. Cheers. Alright, you got any more? I know this is a very jumpy podcast, so we just jumped on it last minute, but we're just happy to be back. I'm happy to be back and just chilling with my homie doing this podcast, talking about random things. And this year, 2025, I'm gonna make it my bitch. I don't know how I'm gonna grab it by the balls, but I'm gonna grab it by the balls. Make it my bitch.
And every one of you should too. Believe in yourself. Go with the flow. One piece flow.
One piece flow, baby.
Just let it roll smooth, man.
Wait, I gotta ask you, what's the craziest thing that happened to you last year? Craziest thing?
Man. I'd say the funnest thing, definitely just the trips, Padre and the flow trip in Missouri.
I know it feels like last year, but that was 2023.
Oh, it was?
Yes.
No.
Yes. I thought the same thing, so that's why I'm telling you right now, no, it was 2023. That's how fast time went. Dude.
That's wild. No, craziest thing, craziest or scariest would probably be the fucking car accident, rollover car accident.
You barely told me about that situation.
Yeah.
You want to go into it or no?
It just happened, it was just an accident, just a silly accident.
I remember seeing a picture and I was like, holy shit.
We weren't going that fast, like 35, 40, but still on a fucking, rainy day. Yeah, dude. And
flipped it. What did it feel like when you were flipping?
Oh, it felt like a crash test dummy. And it didn't feel real. It felt like I knew it was gonna happen. I had time to brace myself, and it was.
What were you thinking in the situation? You remember what you were thinking?
I remember thinking, "Son of a bitch! I hope this doesn't hurt." But it didn't hurt that bad because I went to the gym later that day.
Cheers to that, bro. You fucking Wolverine.
Oh,
I'm not condoning. Wait, hold up. Before I get in trouble with YouTube, I'm not condoning every single person go out, roll over, and go to the gym.
Get checked out.
Yeah, go get checked out. This dude's a beast. That's different.
The only thing that was the only like type of scar or anything that I had was just my seatbelt marking across my chest.
Is it still there?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
But it was just like a really red, line across my chest.
Well, cheers to that. You had your seatbelt on, dude. That might have thrown you out, and you didn't.
Dude, I fucking.
Because that
I
pressure.
I put it on like seconds before it happened too. Because we stopped, we were outside, we get in the car, and then it happened like 30 seconds later. And you just get in the car and fucking boom. And I remember I was like, time to put this on. Fucking. Yeah, man.
That's good shit. Yeah, I'm glad you wore your seatbelt in that situation. I know, and every situation is perfect for seatbelts before. I have someone in the comments saying, not every situation is perfect for seatbelts. I get that.
But they're uncomfortable.
They are uncomfortable.
I will say that
Dude, there was a fucking debate in the United States about seatbelts when they first mandated it.
Oh yeah, they were pissed.
People were mad as fuck.
And not just people, it was men, women, everybody. Like, yeah, man.
I forgot what one mom said. She's like, okay. This mom told the news. I believe she's like telling the news, she's like, they're gonna make us wear seatbelts. Next thing you know, and as she's talking to the news, there's 2 open containers in the fucking truck of beer. She's driving this pickup. She's like, next thing you know, they're gonna take our fucking guns away. I was like, holy shit, America used to be different.
Backbone.
Dude, fucking no seatbelt, complaining like, this country's gonna fucking become a communist country if they make us wear a seatbelt. Well, she's got 2 beers in the fucking car. But I feel like people should drink different back then, right? I feel like not everyone was getting hammered. I feel like more people get hammered now than they did back then. I feel like people knew how to drink back then and just drive. Or maybe it's a small town thing. Maybe you look at big cities, I can't speak for big cities, but we grew up in small towns.
Yeah.
So I hear all these stories like from old timers and their dads and everybody's dads saying, oh, we used to drink and drive everywhere.
I think it was more common to drink and drive, but I feel like alcoholism was probably worse back then though. But I think drinking and driving was something that happened though, like more often, probably like more nonchalantly, like maybe drinking a couple of beers.
So I think
after work.
Texting and driving is just as bad as drinking and driving.
Oh, dude, yeah.
That's my opinion.
No, fucking, it's you can't be on your phone, man. Don't get on your phone and get behind the wheel.
Unless you're subscribing to the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I needed a drink. I didn't have any more. We drank the whole bottle of wine. If not. Oh, yeah, we did. But yeah. I'll end this podcast with saying happy fucking 2025. This year, full of fucking shit. I know we've been saying that for like 4 fucking episodes in a row, but this year, it's regardless, no matter what. You guys are getting so much content from me and Trent here, and I hope you guys enjoy. I really do.
We love you guys. And we're excited to, keep doing this, keep making more stuff. We don't know exactly what we're gonna do yet, but we know we're gonna do it. We have a few ideas fast.
Cheers to those glasses. There we go.
Just glass cheering. Just going with the flow, man.
We love you guys. One Piece Flow.
One Piece Flow, y'all.